血塗られてゆくなんて生ぬるい風とぐろ巻いたらそれが多分合図
Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Higurashi. I've got my cat with me on my bedside, chest of drawers, and well, we're gonna be continuing. She already says it's on my mind, so simply it surprises me. Never thought I'd hear from Shion, who's from Higurashi. What is she really from Higurashi? Actually, yeah, she is. If you actually sit down and think, it's pretty obvious that it's done by someone from Higurashi. People who are against the damn project had all murdered. Which I just do. There's nothing to kill those people. That's true. I feel bad for you. She's so proud of the history of the village. Of this village. I can't really not a Shion's straightforward opinion. Besides, the police don't know this, but there's evidence that proves that the suspect is from Higurashi and only people in the village know it. What? I don't remember this. Shion tells me to lower my voice. I'm sorry. But what is that evidence? When one person dies, one person always disappears. One disappears. Does that mean that aside from the person who dies, another person is also being sacrificed? What do you mean they disappear? You mean they go missing? That's right. They disappear all of a sudden. She makes a gesture like a magician waving her silk-hat disappear. One person dies mysteriously and another disappears. That is a mysterious trick. How is it supposed to be proof that the suspect is from Higurashi? Well, there's this old legend in this village. In order to calm Oyashira's anger, people used to make living sacrifice. Living sacrifices? Yes. They tied up the sacrifices and threw them into the swamp while they were still alive. Takano speaks to me as she's talking about something funny. As far as I know, it took about 3 days and 3 nights for the sacrifice to totally sink into the swamp. Isn't it cruel? For some reason I thought it was better to take their time. Perhaps that's what Oyashiro wanted. Takano is the only person laughing about this. Shion doesn't deny her opinion, but I don't but I don't feel she really is on the same page as Takano. These stories are all part of the secret history of Higurashi. Sorry, just gonna... People in Higurashi all know the story. They don't really talk about it. Takano is not from Higurashi, but she is very knowledgeable. She loves the histories of small villages like this. She investigated it all on her own. It's nothing to brag about. It's just my curiosity. I'm just like a child. I just want to see something freaky. She looks at Tomitaki and smiles. So wait a minute. Are you saying that the people who disappear on the night of the incidents become a living sacrifice for Oyashiro? Right. That's what Shion said in the beginning. Is that how you spell beginning? I don't think so. That just doesn't seem right. She said she wondered who is going to die and who's going to disappear. Well, I don't know if they really become the living sacrifice. The fact is that when someone dies, someone disappears. For example, when the manager of the downed construction site was murdered, a group of suspects was arrested, however, they still haven't found one of them yet. Don't you think he just made an escape? It doesn't sound like he was forced to be a living sacrifice. I agree with you. But then Nagia, the leader of the group supporting the group, died. You mean the one that fell from the cliff and died? Actually, his wife also fell from the cliff. Police tried to find her body, but they couldn't find her. Water was rising under the cliff at the time. She might have been buried under the mud somewhere. The murder suspect could still be running and hiding somewhere. Plus, I've heard that it can be difficult to find a body in high water. Just sounds like one of those unfortunate accidents I don't think you could sacrifice. Just like all the other things, none of the stories of these missing people sound unusual. The year where the priest died from an illness, it was more clear. His wife left a letter. She left on the night she died and wrote, "I will calm Oyashira's anger by death." I guess that response pretty clear. No one knows the truth. It was said that she committed suicide in the same swamp Takano was talking about earlier. Police investigated there, but they only found a few of her belongings, no body. The suspect is that they suspect that she camouflaged her suicide. So the police are looking for her whereabouts. Someone dies every year and someone disappears every year. Are they saying that someone elaborately kidnapped them and tossed them into the swamp to let them die gradually? That's unbelievable as a story about the curse. How about the following year? The Sporter's sister-in-law died, right? She was beaten to death. Did somebody disappear after her? Yes. It was a boy named Satoshi Hojo. He was the same age as me. He was the murdered lady's nephew-in-law. Shion gets into the conversation with her strong tone of voice. It sounds like she knew this boy pretty well. That's pretty much the story. One person dies and one person disappears every year. Now I don't know if they were kidnapped, but it is a fact that someone disappears every year. So let me organize this. One person dies because of curse closure, another disappears because someone is forcing them to become a living sacrifice. Hey-chan, there is no curse. Someone is killing people, using Oyashira's curse as a disguise, and someone is kidnapping the second person for the living sacrifice. But Shion, that means the suspect is someone from the village. I've been thinking that's the case from the beginning. I'm pretty shocked. It's hard to believe that people are being killed for an old tradition. It's not relevant to this conversation, but I have a feeling Shion doesn't really like Shinizawa. Neon talks about Shinizawa and its history with such a joyful face. That's why she excluded information about Oyashira's curse, since it only gives you a negative image. She didn't want me to have a bad impression about this village. Shion is different. She denies the curse, not because she wants me to have a negative thought about the village, not because she believes that the suspect is in the village. It seems like she's really not on the same level as the other villagers. I used to think Neon and Shion looked exactly alike. Now I realize Shion has a totally different element from her sister. Do you believe that someone from Higurashi is a suspect? Shion and Takano don't answer. The silence tells it all. Let me ask you more. If the suspect is from Higurashi, who could it be? I'm hoping one of them will answer this question, but I was the one who was asking the question, but I was hoping they wouldn't answer. That way I can tell them their assumption is only a theory. Shion smiles wearily at me and opens her mouth. My opinion is only an assumption. If you knew who the suspect was, I would turn them into the police. That's true. How about you, Takano? She smiles wearily just like Shion did. Well, let's make something clear here. I'm not trying to be a detective. To be honest, I don't care who the suspect is. You're such a complicated lady. Takano replies after she tells us she doesn't really care about the suspect. I'm just interested in old and cruel fairy tales. It's just my curiosity, you know. You should go to Germany then, screw Japan. I'm interested in this incident not because I want to go know who this is, because I think it's fascinating how old fishes are still practiced among people. I looked at her piercing smile and I feel a little frightened by this curious lady. I might be afraid of her because I can't understand her values. I'm not fascinated by her or anything. Tomorrow is the day of the festival. I hope no one dies and no one disappears. It's tomorrow, huh? That's right. I totally forgot about it. The mystery of Higurashi's cast is not over yet. If the incident of last year is not the final one, someone is going to die and someone's going to disappear. I wonder who's going to die and who's going to disappear tomorrow. Takano speaks while combing her hair with her fingers. Her voice gives me chills in my spine. It's as if she's excited about the death that's going to happen tomorrow. The next moment I hear the sound of applause from somewhere. It's coming from the party over there. Blah, blah, blah. I should get back to her. Stop fooling around, Takano. She's totally spooked now. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit. She smiles and sticks out her tongue. Suddenly she doesn't look as scary as before. Takano likes to mess around with the innocent-looking people. Mess around. Cough, cough. She was just trying to scare you because she seemed like you were listening to her so seriously. Tomitake seems like a normal person, unlike Takano. He apologizes for not knowing the Takano story of your impression about the villagers. Everything she talked about today is fictional. I'm sorry she gave you a negative image about him as our. Hey, Jiro. You should apologize Hey, Jiro, you should apologize to him too, Takano. Telling you sorry you made him scared. Takano, looking around. Tension in the air is no longer there. You should go now, Kei-chan. My sis can be very jealous. I'm leaving now because I feel like I'm going to get into a fight with her if I see her face. Really? Yeah, I think I'm making you wait. I'm sorry to cause you trouble. Tell me I'm sorry keeping it long. Sure, but I'm sure that won't make her feel bad. You can go laugh. Bye, Kei-chan. Hope to see you at the festival tomorrow. I'm sure we will. You know us. We'll be making all noise. Feeling my doubt, I'm talking to Takano stops me as I get ready to go. Thank you for listening to my story. You're such a good listener. I'm not a good listener. You just shocked. Was my story interesting? Oh yeah, it was interesting. Well then, will you listen to me again? There are more interesting stories in Hinizawa. Of course, they're very spooky. I can tell you all about it. I don't know if I'm thrilled to hear that. I smile wearily and scratch my head. Johnny, for going out. So I just turn you around. Better than this one more time, stop running. I have here to see you at the festival. Not good for my throat. I go to the tent where I was supposed to meet Neon, but she's not there. Maybe because you made her wait a long time. Did she leave because I made her mad? According to the people there, she left with some of her family members. I wonder if she's upset with me. I feel bad I made her wait. However, my mind is more occupied with people saying, "Hey, they're talking to her," and Shion told me. Mysterious deaths have been happening 4 years in a row. There's a fifth death happening tomorrow night. There's possibly someone in the village's community murders in the name of Oyashiro's curse, and the tradition of living sacrifices that's so unsuitable for this time and age. I feel a spark of regret. None of these stories have anything to do with me. I should have left that place when Neon pulling my hand. I'm ashamed of my cheap curiosity. Ow! Hit me again. Ah! Really? That many tips? Are these Takano scrapbooks? Aren't there like supposed to be 40 of them? Not gonna read this, I already, according to hearsay, the root of hell opens, the demons come out, miasma. Ooh. And Gretel's up. I think I'll work her up. For the villagers, no, what are you doing, Gretel? Which doomsday scenarios are very similar to other religions' ends. Ow! What are you doing, Gretel? She's tickling my feet. What the? Oh no, she's biting them. You shouldn't do what angers. Okay. Oh, Yashiro and only their future. When that's violated, oh, Yashiro gets angry. When the ceremonies and sacrifices are conducted. If I remember, the scrapbooks were briefly mentioned in the anime. Oh no, they aren't. Well, then I won't spoil it. Oh! She nearly went for my hand again. What the hell is Gretel doing? Oh! Ow! Oh, Gretel's not in a good mood. Luckily, she never really hurts me. Now she's... Okay. It was 3 days to drown the victims. This is the most important to calm the anger of Oyashiro slowly, than to just drown the victims quickly. Any ideas? No. Unfortunately, there's no record of these ideas. What I can imagine is that maybe they put logs together to make a huge raft, place an execution hand on it, and hang the victims from that, and then slowly sink them. If that's what happened, the ceremonial equipment used in the ceremonies is sacred, so it must be enshrined somewhere. Oh, that's right, there's the... Ah. Well... the ceremonial equipment. The equipment used in the religious ceremony called the... Really? The equipment used in ceremonies in ancient times is called ceremonial equipment. Oh, really? Some are enshrined at the Furude Shrine or in the storehouse of the Three Family. The things that we can see today are all decorative items, and none of those were used in the dark ceremonies of Onigakakuchi. From the Bakumetsu era of the Meiji era, a lot of traditional ceremonies died out at the same time as ceremonial equipment disappeared as well. Maybe it was simply put away into the darkness. I don't think so. It's hidden and enshrined somewhere, and there it exists today, even somewhere here in Higurashi. I have a very good idea where it is. A solid block was used recently, but this year it was changed to a cheap padlock. You can easily do something with such a padlock, because it's located near the gathering room, so let's keep it there. But I won't give up. Time I'll be here soon, the night. Lost Higurashi. That's right, Takano. These are Takano scrapbooks, I believe. It's finally the festival day. People are chatting, hey, come on guys, what's today? That's okay, yeah. Let's move on. Okay, reality. She's at the question. Why? That's simple. Because our fear of things are good. That's how we are. The party. Oh, there he is. Oh, Ishii showed up. Everybody stands at once. Hello everyone. Oh, please stay seated. Hello. We got at the same time. Oh, she killed her son. He's just a monster. I'm angry. But, please be prepared for something to happen. Blah blah blah. Please, can something interesting? We'll get into the bottom of this case of Shiro. Yeah! So many bloody words. That's odd. Did I turn the sound all the way down? Whoops. Just gonna check how long I've been going. Exactly 20 minutes again, so I'll go a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Hey, Keiichi! Good morning. Woman's really with a happy face. She looks excited on. What can I do for you? What do you mean, good morning? It's almost sunset now. You should say hello. But it's my first time seeing you today, so I thought good morning is better. Ugh. Fine then. Good morning is fine. Good morning, Rena. Pat her head and read her lovely. She gets happy like a cat. Hey there, Kei-chan. I'm sorry I left without saying anything to you last night. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. I'm sorry for making you wait so long. Are you talking about festival preparation from yesterday? How was it? Was he working hard? I guess you can tell my body is rigid today with muscle pain. Ugh. I hate that. He was doing a good job, but he was exhausted by the end. All three of us are. Where are Sadako and Rika? Are we meeting them at the festival? Yep. Yes, the Rika has been a big survey station. At the shrine. That's right. Today's a big day for Rika. She's been practicing so hard for this day. I must support her as a friend today. Alright, let's get going. Yeah. As soon as we enter the shrine, I see people and cars parked by the street. I hear the noise of the people and the music of the festival. I get excited and run up the steps while skipping the steps. Keiichi, you're too fast. Wait for me. You're like a little kid, Keiichi. Well, the shrine yard is full of people. This is a nice festival. Wow, I'm getting excited. This is so nice. Everyone from Higurashi must be here. Look, that old guy from Higurashi's family. I thought he was sick in bed. I think he's been in bed since Watanabe last year. See a lot of unfamiliar people. Must have come out since it's such a huge event today. And no other reason. Look, Sadako is there. Hey, Sadako. Oh, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Hey, Sadako, it's so crowded today. Don't get lost, okay? I'm not a little child, you know. Sadako is... I'm just going to ignore Godolph. He's also very excited today. Of course, I'm excited too. Hey, where's Mika? It's not time yet, is it? She's getting the mayor ready. She's getting the mayor right. She's greeting the mayor right now. She should be here soon. She has such an important role for the festival today. I guess she has to deal with so many authorities today. I'm having a busy day. Hello, everyone. Oh, Rika, I want to take you home. She appears in front of us with her pretty shrine maiden costume. really matches her intellectual appearance. How is it? Is it too long for you? If it is, I have safety pins that I got from Grandma. It's fine. This is very comfortable. Rika stretches out her body while talking. That's so nice. You look adorable. Oh. Wait, I'm just gonna look something up. One of us is having a nosebleed while staring at Rika. You look so adorable. Oh. Don't you think she looks adorable, Paige? Don't you? If you don't think so, I'm going to keep her. She's going to be mine. I think she's adorable. She looks wonderful. I want to take a bunch of pictures of her today, treating like I'm her family. Wait, who the hell's talking? If I shoot her from 2 angles and make a 3D picture. What? What is this? If I shoot her from 2 angles and make a 3D picture I get to eat, I mean watch Rika at home as much as I want. What the hell does that mean? What? 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 Papa, that's such a nice idea. I don't get what he just said. I mean, I get to watch Rika at home as much as possible. It's pretty creepy, but what does that mean? I get to eat, I mean watch. What? Oops, I missed that. Ritter and I in another world. Fantasizing while drooling all over. Rika, make sure you don't go anywhere near them. They might lock me up in a basement or something. You seem like you're having fun, Rika. Come on, girl. Yeah. Rika? Ming's being mean to me. We all laugh together. Let's not waste our time and start checking out the festival. We didn't have much time until Rika-chan's big show. That's true, let's go. Yeah! Hey, Sonozaki, do you want some? It's chow mein loaded with pork. We even have oh, yum. Hey, old guy. Your chow mein looks appetizing as always. Oh, time to look out what chow mein is. So it's a type of stir-fried noodles, but I think we've been going for long enough, so bye for now everyone. Hope to see you again.